Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Play ChäoS Head, and things are progressing pretty slowly because I'm trying a new way of recording while I'm actually rendering my other episode, because that takes up a lot of time. So let's see how this goes, and let's hope it goes for the best. That's what. Having finished drinking her coke, Nanami looked over at me curiously. Ah, fuck. Thanks to that daydream, I was becoming weirdly conscious of her. I took a deep breath and shook the repulsive visions out of my head. She'd confirmed that I was still alive, so she had no reason to stay here. Why did she have to come up into my room each and every time? It looked like my words had hit her where it hurt. Glaring at me, she pouted. It would be a hassle to deal with her, so I looked away. Shut up. Stop jeering at me. I'm not into 3D girls, so there's no need for me to talk with them. As she spoke, Nanami picked up one of my figures, Hikarutan from Suicide for the Light, and scrutinized her intently. Ah, don't unilaterally decide to touch one of my wives. I'll knock your lights out if you get your fingerprints on her! That word fucking scares me. Unilaterally. Wow. What's that? What on earth was this sister of mine trying to say? Lately she'd somehow started to give off the same kind of feeling as her mom. Which is to say, in conclusion, she's still obnoxious. She was getting more and more hysterical. If I pissed her off any more than this, she'd go out of control. Chill out, self. Huh? What is she saying? Should I be trend chasing, high school girl? You're much weaker than me when it comes to being informed. I've got the net. Granted, it was a given for contemporary high schoolers to have cell phones, but I didn't own one. I didn't have any opportunities to use one, scratching my eye here. Scratching my eyeball. There was no one for me to call or text. I didn't want to spend money on something I wouldn't use. I think the same way. I actually got a cell phone for my 18th birthday because I didn't feel like needing one. I'm 21 now, and the only text messages I get is from my service provider telling me to recharge my prepaid card because they're going to cancel my number. I had about 80 euros saved up on my other phone number when it got cancelled this year, and they're starting to message me again that they're going to cancel it if I don't reload my card. It's stupid. I don't need a fucking cell phone. Nanami returned the figure to its shelf and peered at my face. Along with her words, she took her own cell phone out of her bag and held it toward me as if she were offering me a pillbox.
ほら、これがナナの色が可愛いでしょ。
Keroro Gunso. Wow.
ついでだからストラップも同じのあげるよ。
Ooh.
なんという手抜きキャラ。
What dangled down in the form of her cell phone strap was a bizarre mascot character. On top of that, it looked awful, as if an amateur had designed it. Oh, you better watch out, I think she might have made it. Dude, this wasn't near anywhere the level of lazily made or disturbing but
手
cute.
抜きじゃないもん。ゲロカエルンはこういうデザインなの。今すっごく流行ってるんだからね。はあ、女子高生の流行なんてお兄が知ってるわけないか。そういうとこを直せば少しは女子と会話成立すると思うよ、きっと。
That's why I'm telling you to shut up, trend worshipper. What is this ghetto froggy crap? Logically speaking, no matter how you look at it, this kind of thing would never start a fad. How sad for her, failing to realize that she's being controlled by the media.
っていうか、今はゲロカエルンの話じゃなくて、いいから携帯買いに行こうよ。あ、別にお揃いがいいとか言ってるわけじゃないからね。家族で同じ機種だと基本料金が割引されるサービスがあるからだよ。
That's kind of cool.
家族で持ってないのはお兄だけなんだからね。
いらない。
なんで？お金はお父さんが出してくれるんだよ。
必要ない。
If anything, it would only get in my way. If I had a cell phone, Mom would make sure to call me every single day. If I ignored her, she'd obviously send Nanami out as an assassin again. In short, it'd turn into more of a hassle than it already was before, and I had to be even more careful. I couldn't put up with that.
もう信じらんないよ、このバカ鬼。もう帰る。
Get out!
そうしてくれ。
I opened the door so Nanami... Oh, that was horrible. So Nanami could go outside. But she didn't move. Shoulders shaking with anger, she burst out at me.
ほんとバカ。アホバカ鬼。駅まで送ってくれるとかしてよ。
嫌だね。
Why did I have to see her off today? I'd never done so any of the other times she dropped by.
だって最近殺人事件とかで物騒じゃんか。こういう場合心配するのが兄弟ってもんでしょ。
For an instant, yesterday's events seemed about to revive at the back of my mind, and I frantically shook my head, sending the gruesome spectacle flying away.
どうでもいいし。
Surely the new Janet perpetrator wasn't so idle and curious as to attack a babyish kid like Nanami.
ありえない。ナナが死んでもいいって言うんだ。
Oh man. Nanami was on the verge of tears. Looked like my words had seriously gotten her down. Yeah, this bad dude. Serves you right. That's what you get for disturbing my peace. This is my quaint little form of revenge. How do you like damn apples? Oh man.
バカ、死んじゃえ。お兄なんか猟奇的に殺されちゃえ。
Sounds about right. Pelting me with those parting lines, Nanami pushed me out of the way and hurtled out of the room. That stormy period of time had finally come to an end. The room went silent as soon as Nanami left. It had to be like this after all. This was my base. I couldn't let anything go on here that wasn't to my tastes. Seated in front of my PC, I moved the mouse minutely to make Seraton's screensaver on my monitor go away. I tried to tincture the coke left on the table straight from the bottle, but it was empty.
しまった。これナナミがさっき飲んだやつだ。
That sucks. I had an indirect kiss with my little sister. If Nanami were a little cuter, I might have been able to fap to this eroge-esque situation. But that personality of hers only made me go flaccid. I put the lid back on the Coke bottle and threw it at a giant garbage bag that sat in the corner of my room. Instead of going into the bag, it bounced off the wall and rolled under the bed. Whatever. Let's see, better get back to immersing myself in Ensu. I had to forget about reality and its aggravations as soon as possible. In truth, though, I was only able to stay in Basilot for one day before my time there had to be interrupted. The moment I stepped outside early in the morning, my recovering nerves plummeted back into the worst shape imaginable. Why did I have to go to school? I'm gonna save it here. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright. See you then, guys.